Hey guys, welcome to the part 2 series of getting your top ICF exam questions answered. So this video is perfect for you if you're already enrolled in an ICF accredited coach training program and you're getting ready to graduate soon and you want to prepare to take your ICF exam. Or maybe you're not enrolled in a coach training program yet and you're just doing your research and you want to learn more about what really goes into obtaining an ICF credential and preparing for this exam. So wherever you're at in your professional coaching journey, this is the perfect video for you. All right, so my name is Krista Kathleen, and I am the CEO, founder, and director of training of our ICF accredited Level 2 Born to Coach Training Academy. And we have students that join us from all over the world that are looking to become professional certified life coaches, and they want to have those ICF credentials behind their name. So our program works really hard to get you ready to sit for that exam and to pass that exam, and then you can become an ACC or PCC coach after graduating from our program. So if you want more information about the Born to Coach Training Academy, you can check out all those details below. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in and get your questions answered. But before we do that, I just want to let you know that I took the new ICF exam. They just changed a lot of things and made it into two parts. There's an ICF exam if you're going for your ACC, and then there's a different ICF exam if you're going for your PCC and MCC. I recently completed a Level 3 program and wanted to obtain my MCC credentials, which stands for Master Certified Coach. And I took the exam in February of 2025. I did not pass the first time. I was not prepared for how hard the exam was. And so I learned a lot from not passing. And I think it was really good that that helped me because it taught me where my gaps were in my preparation process and how I can help my students to prepare better for the exam. And so then I retook it a month later in March and I ended up passing. So I'm officially an MCC coach, which is one of the top coaching credentials in the world. And like I said, I learned so much about this process. So now I'm really excited to be able to share everything that I learned through my process of failing the first time and passing the second time. And I can share that with you in this video. Since there are two exams that you can take, one for your ACC and then one for your PCC, MCC, the one that we're going to be helping you to focus on getting ready for in this video is that Level 2 exam to go for your PCC or MCC. Okay, so the first common question that is asked is, what score do I need to pass the ICF Level 2 exam? So the exam is scored on a scale between 200 and 600, and a passing score is 460, which is about 76%. So my end score I ended up getting was 481. So I don't know what that percentage is, but it wasn't a huge amount over the passing score, but I didn't care. I was like, passing is passing, and that's all that matters. Okay, so the next question is, can I take the exam online or do I need to go to a testing center? So you can do both. The first time I decided to go to a Pearson VUE testing center, I thought it might be nice to get out of the house so I wouldn't be distracted. And I actually regretted this decision right away. Being in a new place I wasn't familiar with, under the fluorescent lighting, which always makes me really tired, and just all the new people and energies around me. I'm a very sensitive, empathic, introverted person. So I just wasn't able to relax and concentrate and focus on the exam, and I got really stuck in my head. And the people at the testing center weren't the nicest either. And so my nervous system was already kind of freaking out because I was nervous. I hadn't taken an exam like this in a long time. And then at the 10-minute break that you get at the halfway mark, you couldn't leave the building. And I really wanted to get outside and get some fresh air. So I really do think that your environment matters, and you want to make sure you choose carefully and wisely, as if you're going to go to a testing center or if you want to take the test online at home. I did that the second time and it felt so much better for me. I got to wear my cozy slippers, and I was at my desk in my bedroom. And you do have to take pictures of your desk and make sure that everything is cleared off. And the test is proctored, so there's a little video of you in the top corner and someone is watching you. You can't see this person. So that was a little bit weird at first. The first couple of questions, I was like, oh my gosh, there's someone watching me. There's someone watching me. And then once I got past that, I just didn't worry about it anymore and went on to focusing on the exam questions. And then get a 10-minute break again. And then it was really nice because I could step outside and get some sunlight and fresh air. And then I felt really refreshed and ready to go for the second part of the exam. Like I said, yeah, you have the option to do online or to go to a testing center or to take it at home. For me, as an introvert, sensitive empath, it works better to take it from home, but you're gonna have to decide what you think is best for you. Okay, so the next question is, do I need to submit recorded coaching sessions for my ICF Level 2 certification? Okay, so yeah, before you can take the exam, you do need to meet all the graduation requirements of the ICF accredited school that you're in. And if you are in a Level 1 or a Level 2 coach training school, you are going to need to submit a final performance evaluation to your school, and they are going to grade it. So our Born to Coach Training Academy, we're a Level 2. We have an ICF assessor that is on our team, and the students submit their final recording call to our ICF assessor, and he grades it. And then once that passes, that's their final thing before they get their certificate. And then after they graduate and they have their certificate and they have their coaching hours completed, then they can go over to the ICF website and apply to take their exams. If you are enrolled in a Level 3 coach training program to go for your MCC, then you are going to submit 2 final performance evaluations to the ICF directly to grade. And that's what I had to do before I was allowed to sit for my exam to get my MCC. Okay, so the next question is, how long does it take to receive my ICF exam results? So you're gonna get your results right away, which is really nice because you don't have to be tortured and wondering, like, did I pass or not? So if you're at the testing center, as soon as you walk away from your computer, they're going to print out a piece of paper and hand it to you face down. They don't see your score. And then if you take the exam at home, then you are going to get an email, a follow-up email from the ICF, and they are going to give you a link to log onto the ICF portal, and you can see your exam results there. Okay, what should I do if I fail the ICF Level 2 exam? Can I retake it? So if you don't pass, it's not the end of the world. It's not a big deal. Like I said, I did not pass the first time. It happens. Okay, it is what it is. And I always say that if you don't pass, it's going to make you so much more of a better coach, because you're going to learn more again of, where were your gaps in your preparation process, and maybe some of your knowledge of the ICF core competencies and code of ethics and coaching applications. And this will just make you a better and stronger coach. And thinking that, you're going to keep taking this exam until you pass it, because you have so many opportunities to retake it. So if you don't pass, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to pay a $105 fee. That part kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And then after that, you can retake the exam 14 days later. So I always think I love that the ICF puts that policy in place, because you kind of just need to take some time to really sit with what happened and process it. And I think if you just try to go right into retaking the exam a couple days later, you might not be mentally and emotionally prepared for that. I know some coaches that after they don't pass, they take a couple of months off to just let themselves, like I said, just think about, what do I need to do to prepare differently? And it can also affect your confidence levels as well. And you can start to create all kinds of stories in your head of like, oh, I'm not a good coach, and maybe I'm not meant for this. And so I think it's a really good idea to give yourself some time to sit with the results. And then if you need to do a therapy session or a coaching session, or do some journaling or talk with your coaching peers, just get that support that you need, and don't rush into retaking it right away. Okay, so after passing the exam, what's next in the ICF credentialing process? All right, so the first thing you want to do is celebrate, right? Make sure to celebrate yourself. It's a really, really big deal when you passed the exam, you had to go through hundreds of hours of coach training and coaching your peers and volunteers and clients, practicing and studying. So definitely let celebrating be your first official step after passing. So then after you pass the exam, the ICF is going to complete a final review of your entire application package. So this will include your coaching education verification, your logged coaching hours, your mentor coaching hours, and your recorded performance evaluation if that's required. So this check takes about 5 to 7 days, and so then you'll get an official email from the ICF notifying you that you are an ACC, PCC, or MCC level coach. And this is when you can start to go out there and put your credentials behind your name, put them on your website, and share the good news with everyone in your life. This is our last question. How do I maintain my ICF credential? Okay, so ICF credentials are valid for 3 years, and you're going to have to renew them every 3 years if you want to keep them active. And then these are the things that you're going to need to do before you submit to renew your ICF credential. You need to have 40 continuing coach education units completed. So this can be done through different workshops that are offered by coach training schools and ICF chapters. You also need a minimum of 10 ICF mentor coaching hours as well. So this is something that we can help you to get through the Born to Coach Training Academy. You're going to need to make a recommitment to the ICF Code of Ethics, and then you're going to pay for the renewal fee. And if you're a member of the ICF, you'll get a reduced rate for that. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. So I hope that you found that helpful. And if you're not already enrolled in an ICF accredited coach training school, I would love for you to check ours out, the Born to Coach Training Academy. Or if you're already enrolled in a coach training school, but it doesn't include your 10 ICF mentor hours, that's something that we can help you out with as well. And like I said, we're just really committed to helping you to prepare to pass that exam. And I think one of the best feelings is seeing that professional credential behind your name. It just makes you stand out from other coaches. It gives you a boost of confidence. For me, it reconfirms every day that it's in alignment for me to be charging what I'm charging for my personal coaching because of how hard I've worked here and how much training and education I've put into this skill set. So I really appreciate you watching my video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can get notified of when I release new coaching videos every month. And then if you haven't already, go ahead and check out that part 1 of our top ICF exam questions answered as well too. All right, guys, good luck on your exam. Bye.
London, how have you changed as a person inside the Born to Coach Training Academy?
I feel like I've changed in a lot of ways. I've changed, my mindset has greatly changed. It's more grateful, more optimistic, and more just positive overall. My confidence has grown a lot. My appreciation for any and everything, like I already said, kind of gratitude. I'm more outgoing than I used to be. I feel like I feel more at peace and more content with myself, and I actually see this taking me somewhere, because I always knew I wanted to help people, and then I didn't really know what. And then once I discovered life coaching, I was like, yeah, I want to do that. And I didn't really fully know what it was until I signed up for the course. And then once I started learning, I felt more like myself and more like I was embodying my soul and just really coming into the person I'm meant to be.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Yeah. How do you see yourself as a PCC level coach now compared to when you first started your Born to Coach journey?
Definitely more intentional with my words and with what's coming up for me. I have a deeper understanding of my role and the client's role within the session, such as that I'm there to support, hold space, and I'm the expert of the coaching, and knowing that they're the expert of their lives, they're the expert of what they're going through. Hold that space for them and just let them have that opportunity to find those answers within themselves. And I think before I really didn't fully understand coaching and felt it was more involved, and to where coaches had to really encourage and really be like a cheerleader and really have that like kind of like really make sure they were kind of dependent on them, not in like a bad way, but in a like that's why you're paying them kind of way. But I've realized it's more of helping someone build their own confidence, dependence, and growth within themselves.
Yeah. Coaches play more of they're still active in the partnership and the conversation, but it's different than what we usually think when we go into life coaching training. Let's see, how many new coaching clients did you enroll while you're inside the program?
I've enrolled one coaching client for a 6-month package.
Amazing. And did you offer any pro bono coaching to people outside the program?
2 other people. We did a couple sessions, and that was with 2 different people.
Okay, so 2 pro bono clients and 1 paying client.
Yes.
What would you tell someone who is thinking of joining the Born to Coach Training Academy?
I would say it's a great investment, a great life change, and really something like a beautiful journey that's really going to help you grow in every aspect. And I think it's a great way for people to, especially if they're already coaching, to just expand and really go a lot more in depth with their understanding and their passion in general. And then if they have no idea what coaching is and just want to like figure it out, I think that's even better, because you open up the doors to show us so many different aspects of it. Like we see ACC coaching, PCC coaching, and then you give us some MCC coaching. We also see such a spiritual side, and then we see the ICF rubric mentor side. So I think it's really cool how we get to see everything, and it's very open, and we get to create our life coaching businesses with those restrictions, but also with so much openness and so much freedom to really cultivate what we want to.
Yeah, you guys do experience a lot of all the different levels of coaching in this program, and yeah, we bring the spiritual aspect into it too. And yeah, you have so much freedom to play and explore and, build this business how you want to.